Love is patient. I'm going to read 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. That's 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7. And the average wedding, that is usually a reading during a wedding ceremony. I remember years ago somebody encouraged me to put my name, replace the word love with my name, and see if I truly am a loving person. They say, I'm a loving person. I'm a loving person. All right, so let's do this. George is patient. George is kind. Mostly kind. George does not envy or boast. I don't envy anyone. I do boast a little. George is not arrogant or rude. I'm not arrogant, but I can be rude. George does not insist on his own way. Most of the time I don't. George is not irritable or resentful. Failed that test. George does not rejoice at wrongdoing. I don't, but rejoices with the truth. I passed that test. George bears all things. George believes all things. George hopes all things. George endures all things. Replace the word love in 1 Corinthians 13 with your first name and see if you pass the test. Man, I failed it miserably. But what a great template for love. Someone says, I love you. George, I love you. I'm like, look at 1 Corinthians 13. Put your name in there. What I don't want to do is pull it out myself and put her name in there, and because she'll probably fail that test.